What's up, my fearless networking friends? Todd Falcone here. I'm pretty sure I've never done a post with this exact subject, how to get rich in network marketing. And let me make this disclaimer before we get into it. First of all, I'm not pitching any business opportunity. So results are not blah, 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 not, I don't know, whatever. So, but here's the thing. First of all, can you get rich in network marketing? Yes, you can. Can you get rich in a job? You can. I mean, you have to be a pretty high-paying job to get rich because you have to have annual earnings at a significant enough level for you to, put money away and get that money to grow on its own. One of the most beautiful, by the way, can you get rich quick in network marketing? No. So all the people out there, and if you're listening to me, watching me, and you're like, oh, network marketing is a get-rich-quick deal, you don't understand network marketing because it's definitely not get-rich-quick. So I think that's kind of funny when the naysayers of network marketing go, oh, it's a get-rich-quick scheme. You don't know anything about network marketing because it is definitely not a get-rich-quick anything, let alone a scheme. So, but can you get rich in network marketing? Yes, you can. How do you go about getting rich in network marketing? I'm going to give you some general ideas on creating wealth in network marketing. Now, how do we define rich? That's the other thing. Well, I mean, I suppose everybody defines rich from, maybe happiness and fulfillment as being rich to you. Maybe having everything paid for and not having to worry about money and having enough to live your life the way you want to live it is rich to you. I think a lot of people have a different definition of what being rich is, but I think I think when people think about people who are rich, they got a lot of money, right? And you can not have a lot of money and be incredibly fulfilled and incredibly happy. In fact, I watched a video a while back on the subject of this where there was it was a pretty interesting video. It was a documentary on happiness. And the documentary was talking about, there are people that barely make anything, but they have this incredible quality of life, and they're the most happiest people on the planet. And I don't know the exact number, but it was like the degree of happiness that somebody has beyond, like, whatever, I think it was 50 something, let's call it $60,000 a year, is not typically incremental. Like, you're not, because you went from 60 grand a year to a million a year, the increase in happiness was not that significant. So money doesn't make you happy. If you're not happy without money, you're probably never going to be happy. But if you want to create wealth, if you want to get rich, if you want to have lots of money, then how do you go about doing it? Well, I mean, my first thought is, number one, you got to build a big business. And you build a big business by picking a good company that's got good products, that's got a good comp plan, that's got a good management team. And you put your head down and you go build the crap out of it. And you build it, and you build it, and you build it, and you recruit, and you put customers in, and you work with your team, and you maintain a tremendous amount of focus and actively growing that business. And you are focused on building that business. I don't think for most people, they're not going to get rich trying to do multiple deals at the same time. There's a few exceptions to the rule, and they're very few. I mean, there's 100 million people involved in direct selling around the world, and I know like 2-3 guys that have been able to build multiple companies where they're wealthy because they're total anomalies. That's like 1 in a million, right? And they're literally 1 in some. It's what is that? 100 million. They're probably 1 in 10 million. I don't even know what I'm not going to be the math guy, but. They're rare. So focus is critical. So you sticking and staying and focusing on one deal for an extended period of time, first it involves you picking the right company. Let's say you didn't pick the right company. And, like I've been in 7 companies in my, lifetime in network marketing that I built. I wish I would have done one and done, but it didn't work out that way. So what I did is I made sure that I had the necessary skill sets, the necessary mindset in order to go rebuild again, the right habits to go, if I had to go rebuild, I could go do it again. And quite frankly, I mean, I'm not knocking jobs at all. I think people that take care of their families and work for somebody, that's a beautiful thing. I don't like the fact that people, knock, and they use an analogy, JOB, just over broke. You're making fun of the very person you're trying to bring into your business. But I mean, I'd love to get rid of that JOB acronym that people have used for so many years. But look, I mean, if in network marketing, because we have leverage, the ability to earn income on the efforts of lots of other people. Let's say you went into a deal and you were in a company for 4 years and you were totally focused for 4 years, and you, over a period of 4 years, you made, 100, maybe you made 50 the first year, you made 150 the second year, you made 200 the third year, you made 300 the fourth year, you made roughly maybe 600,000 over 4 years. Most people over 4 years are not going to make $600,000 in a job. Now, people do. There's definitely high-paying jobs out there. So like I said, you can get rich in a job as long as you're, you have enough earnings coming in. But let's say you made 600 grand in 4 years. Company went out of business, went sideways, but you acquired the skills, the mindset, the daily work habits. You could go build it again, go find another company. Maybe you have an 8-year run with another company, and that one, in 8 years you make $1.5 million, $2 million, $3 million, whatever it is. And that one goes out, and then you got to do it again. But you got the skill set, you got the mindset, you got the habits, you got all those things. So having the right habits, having the right attitude, having the right skill sets, the work ethic, all of those come into play. But you're focusing on building a business for an extended period of time. Hang on a second. So I got to take a sip of my coffee. Hang on a second. It's early morning here while I'm recording this, so forgive my sip, but that's okay. So now the second part of that is, okay, I want to get rich in network marketing. So I have to find a company. I have to focus on it, build it. And at the same time, it's not what you make, it's what you keep that makes the difference. So one of my financial guys, who's not in network marketing, but it's funny because I've known him since Long Beach State. And so we've known each other for, I don't know, I've known him since '89, so probably 30 plus years, right? And he still lives in the same house that he bought in Los Alamitos, California. He's one of my financial guys that handles a bunch of my money. And he's like, same house. I think it's only a 1,500 square foot house. He's made millions of dollars. That house has been paid for years. He drives a nice car, but his car is like 8 years old. His wife's car is 5, 6 years, I don't know. But it's not like he's buying the newest, latest, greatest thing every year. And he's lived well below his means, which what most network marketers do who make a bunch of money, they spend all of it. I have another good friend of mine, Jason, who made millions of dollars in network marketing and still living in the same house, another yet 1,500 square foot house in California, 20 plus years into his network marketing career, when he, friends all around him, they bought the 8,000 square foot house, the $20,000 a month mortgage, the boat with the big loan, all these other things. And he's lived well below his means. Now, understandably, you're going to, as you go through, economic or financial growth, you're going to probably upgrade your lifestyle. You might own a home when you rented. You might get a car that actually starts when the one that didn't. Maybe you have a 25-year-old carpet in your house and you recarpet your house, or you paint, whatever. I mean, little things that you do to make, your surroundings more desirable. But you got to understand that wealth is created. You have to first make the money. So you got to have an avenue. You're involved in network marketing. You're involved in a profession that has the mechanics of wealth, leverage, the ability to earn income on the efforts of lots of other people. When you're working, you're making money. When you're not working, you're making money because other people in the organization are working. That's one of the most beautiful things about our profession. But if you keep increasing your lifestyle to where your check is, which many people do, ultimately sometimes the check adjusts. So if the check adjusts downward and it goes downward for an extended period of time, but your lifestyle hasn't, now you're in a position where, wait a minute, it's costing me more to live than I'm earning, and I'm making 40 grand a month. I know people that have gotten so high on how much they're spending every month that they're not even at a break even at 40 G's a month. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you, like, seriously, how do you, how you can't live on, I mean, your monthly nuts, 40 grand a month. What are you spending it on? Well, I got this house, it just sits there. I got that one, I got these cars. It's like, all of a sudden it's like, they're spending all their money. So it's getting rich is a combination of high earnings over time and living beneath your means, and then taking your money, and I'm not going to give financial advice on what to do with your money, but taking the money that you do have that you've set aside and doing something with it so that money is, it's compounding interest over time, and that you're not going in there and to touch it. Like a great book, my good friend Dan McCormick turned me onto this book probably 30 years ago. And if you've never read this book, it's easy read. It's a great, simple read. I think it's great for anybody, adults and younger people. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. And I'll just leave it there. If you go to wherever you buy your books and grab The Richest Man in Babylon if you've never read it. It's a fantastic read for wealth accumulation. So, but this question came up. It's like, can you get rich in network marketing? Of course you can. Does everybody get rich in network marketing? No, not everybody gets rich. Not everybody makes money in network marketing. The people that work network marketing, that diligently work network marketing, create money, create revenue, create growth, create an organization. Then what they do with their money is the other side of the equation. I think it's important that you have good advisors, that you have a good CPA that knows how to deal with your network marketing taxes, where you can get good advice, that you have other people that can give you good, solid advice on what to do with your money. I would be very careful with that as well, who you're giving your money to and who you're putting in control of your, investments if you choose to do that. Again, I'm not going to give financial advice or investment advice, but, having a bunch of money sitting in a bank with it just sitting there and not growing. So you've got 100 grand sitting in a bank. Now, you might have 100 grand sitting in a bank for instantly available assets to, in the case of an emergency, but now you got let's say you had 500 grand. So you don't have 500 grand hopefully sitting in a bank account earning 0% interest. I mean, you got to do something with it where, you're, and again, I want to be careful here because I don't want to give, like I said, financial advice. So you want to get that money in some way, shape, or form working for you. Because if it's sitting in a bank at no interest, that money is actually probably decreasing in value over time with inflation and whatever else might be going on. So, but if you got that money working for you and that's gaining interest while you're still earning money, you're still deadly focused on what you're doing in your network marketing business, then while you're increasing your earnings, you're constantly increasing your annual earnings, you're able to put more money away, and even better yet, if you can live way below your means. It's hard to do, but you can do it. There are people that, look, I'm not saying don't upgrade your life. I mean, I got nice stuff. I could afford a way bigger house than I'm in right now. I could afford way more expensive cars. I just bought a boat recently. I could have afforded a way bigger, more expensive boat. But I choose to live below my means. Which gives me the opportunity and to sock money away. And the older you get, the closer you get to, I don't know, whatever, I'll just say it, retirement age, whatever you want to call it, where, you get to a point in your life where like, I just want to chill. Well, I think when you're 20-something, you're probably not thinking about it. By the way, for the younger folks that are listening to me or watching me, I mean, you start putting money away now. Most people don't realize the power of compounding interest. You start investing and putting money away and socking money away and like putting it to work for you, and you start doing that at a very young age. If you do that in your early 20s, if you could do it in your teens, by the time you're 35, by the time you're 40, and you look back and you go, holy smokes, look at what that turned into, you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. But a lot of times they don't see because you don't see the immediate result because it takes time to compound. They end up just not putting anything away. So then you're 50 and you're like, wow, I don't have anything saved. And then you're trying to do everything you can to start socking money away. So, I mean, you can't change your age, but you can change your habits starting today. So can you get rich in network marketing? Yes. Does it happen quickly? No. Can you get rich in a job? Yes, you can. Can you get rich in owning a brick and mortar business? Yes, you can. But again, it's pretty difficult to get rich making 50 grand a year. Can you do it? You could, at 50 grand a year, if that's all you ever made, you capped out at 50 G's a year. If you are living well below your means and you're socking money away over an extended period of time, and when I say socking money away, interest bearing, growing, you can also create wealth. Now, I have a guy that I Ubered with a while back who, I don't remember the exact, but he had like 6 kids. It's a lot of kids, and he's like, and we got in this conversation. He's like, he lives on like $1,200 a month. I'm thinking, how do you? He goes, yeah. He goes, we do it on $1,200 a month. Like that. I mean, to be able to support an entire family on 12, it was like maybe it was $1,600. It was under $2,000 a month. Let's just call it under $2,000 a month. That's a person who's miserly and figures out how to do things. Probably clips coupons, and we don't buy things that are unnecessary. I'm not saying you want to live like that necessarily, but imagine if that guy, after he got used to supporting his family on 2 G's a month, and then he's making 20. He could be socking away $18,000 a month. So yeah, you can get rich in this profession for sure. Hard work, long-term thinking, living below your means, and putting your money to work for you. So, YouTubers, what's up? Podcast people, what's going on? If you're on my website, that's beautiful. If you're not on my website, come on over to this episode. Love to hear from you. ToddFalcone.com/episode 131. We'll see you next time.